What does the universe want from us? What are its plans for the people living here? Today, many people are stuck in inertia. Some are stuck in development, others in well-being. It may look as if a leader or even a country is acting irrationally. In reality, this is part of a reset that has to happen. There will be a very serious clearing and strong tension in 2028 and 2029. We will be able to speak about relief and about the process having passed more or less well in 2030. That year may mark serious changes that we will already be able to notice.
Let us remember the general tendencies you have been naming since around 2021 or 2022, maybe even earlier, from 2019. I clearly remember you saying that 2027 would bring a certain brightening of circumstances, but not for long. On one hand, it may be an illusion. On the other hand, it may be a pause that lets people redistribute their priorities and their attention. Because 2028 and 2029, as you said, will be extremely hard. It is difficult to imagine where things could go beyond this.
Let us put it this way. There are accumulated processes that create the possibility of transformation. They do not disappear just because we postpone them. If we do not enter that transformation consciously, then the unrealized tasks that have built up have to be sent back for processing. What we have not completed starts blocking movement, and at that point, it has to be cleared out. Everything has to be brought to the surface. All the plans, all the principles, all the practices, all the opportunities we thought we were building, and the beautiful future we imagined. It all gets swept away and rebuilt according to the paradigms and realities we have already entered. This is why 2022 was, in a sense, the consequence of not acting according to what we felt. We are talking about the whole field of people moving into something new. Many participate in the process, while a smaller group guides it. Their role is not to command from above, but to carry responsibility and act according to inner feeling. If this small number of people act according to what they feel in more than 12% of cases, everything can move very well. That 12% is enough for the whole system to turn and for the direction of events to change. This group, this elite, can fall short. They are not elite because they are rich or because they rule. They are elite because they are tuned to the software of reality, what the universe wants from us, what creation wants from us, and what plans it has for the people here. They are conductors. If they betray themselves, act from inertia, choose profit, or act from fear, even though they have the authority to act from the heart and from love, then so many errors accumulate that everything has to be rebuilt very deeply. In one sense, this can be seen in advance. It is like an algorithm that predicts how many errors a program is producing and how long it will take before the working memory fills up with them. When the memory is overloaded, small corrections are no longer enough. Everything has to be rewritten, and the whole system has to be updated again. We have already seen such strong updates through wars, diseases, and collective shocks. Very often, those events were triggered artificially, but the artificial trigger served as a mechanism for clearing out people who had become stuck in inertia. And today, a very large number of people are stuck in inertia, some in development, others in well-being. These two processes may be convenient for each other, but they do not create real growth. They can make life look stable, but they do not move consciousness forward. So when we see people who seem, from our point of view, to behave illogically, there is actually a larger governing program behind it. This illogical behavior is connected with stress on larger energetic levels. It may seem that a politician, a leader, an official, or a country is acting irrationally. In reality, it is the result of the need to carry out a reset. Of course, this reset is not convenient for anyone. It is like working and then being told, "Friends, there will be no salary now. We are reinstalling all the equipment. The old machines are being removed, new ones are being brought in, and until production and sales restart, we will work without pay. There will also be a short unpaid vacation." We've already had several of these unpaid vacations, these moments when resets were taking place. We did not cope with the first reset, the pandemic. The rulers acted in a very inhuman way then, but that was connected with our own inhuman attitude toward the world around us. I am speaking about conscious people. There are many inert people too. But conscious people did not take enough actions from love and did not move everyone to the next level. That is why this is happening now. It is only the beginning. Once again, no one understands anything because the process is larger than the usual logic of politics and everyday life. There will be a very serious clearing and tension in 2028 and 2029 because the plan is for everything to be clean and free by 2030. In 2030, we may speak of relief and of serious changes we will already notice. As for what you mentioned about 2027, we will look at that separately. Right now, something is being installed in everyone, and in fact, it has already been installed. I will jokingly call it equipment. In reality, these are receptors, the nerve endings that create our perception and determine how we receive the world. Even when we talk about how we hear or see, signals become electrical impulses. They reach certain areas of the brain. There, some kind of miracle happens, and we decide what we will see, what we will hear, and what we will feel inside the experience. The most remarkable thing is that perception is the foundation of everything. Events are not the primary layer, they are secondary. First comes perception, and then what happens adjusts to it. So now everything in us is being restructured from the inside. First of all, I would pay attention to the intestines, because that is where the receptors have been renewed.